Stress is something that we feel and deal with on a daily basis. It's a part of our jobs, our family lives, our friendships, and possibly even our hobbies. We all know we're supposed to work on decreasing our stress levels, but how is that possible given the demands of life? We don't have enough time to get done what needs to be done on a daily basis, so how are we supposed to fit in time to reduce our stress? It's time for each of us to take a step back and really understand what stress is, how it affects our bodies, our minds, and emotions, and what are some steps to implement to try and to reduce our stress levels. Life is busy and we all have things that need to be done, but we only get one body and we need to treat it right, and reducing stress is a big step towards improving our overall health and wellness. According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of stress is a state of mental tension and worry caused by problems in your life, work, etc. How does this state of mental tension and worry manifest itself in our bodies? All vertebrates respond to stressful situations by releasing hormones such as adrenaline and glucocorticoids, which instantaneously increase the animal's heart rate and energy levels, according to Schwartz, 2007. These hormones are released when stressors prompt the hypothalamus, which in turn stimulates the adrenal glands. This is also known as the fight or flight response, and is meant to be a short-term process that helps us in a dangerous situation. During the fight or flight response, some of the ways our body responds is by increases in blood pressure and heart rate, tensing of the muscles, slowing down of non-essential body systems such as digestion and immunity, and trouble focusing on small tasks. Unfortunately, many of us are in stressful situations on a daily basis and are releasing these hormones way more frequently than our bodies were meant to sustain, and this can lead to long-term problems if not dealt with that can be very detrimental to our health. According to Sapolsky, a professor of biological sciences and of neurological sciences, if you turn on the stress response chronically for purely psychological reasons, you increase your risk of adult onset diabetes and high blood pressure. If you're chronically shutting down your digestive system, there's a bunch of gastrointestinal disorders you're at risk for as well. According to mayoclinic.org, stress can have the following effects on our bodies, mind, and emotions. Some of the effects on our bodies in response to prolonged stress are headache, muscle tension or pain, chest pain, fatigue, change in sex drive, stomach upset, and sleeping problems. Some of the effects on our mind in response to prolonged stress are anxiety, restlessness, lack of motivation or focus, irritability or anger, and sadness or depression. Finally, stress can have negative effects on our mood and manifest in the following ways: overeating or undereating, angry outbursts, drug and alcohol abuse, tobacco abuse, and social withdrawal. Having a better understanding as to how stress affects our bodies, mind, and mood helps us to understand why it's so important to reduce our level of stress. As we can see, there are many negative effects of persistent long-term stress. Therefore, stress reduction should be a top priority for everyone in order to stay healthy and live a long, happy, and productive life. Stress analysis and reduction should be built into our lives on a regular, if not daily, basis. How many of you have had one of these problems on a regular basis? Did you think it could be related to your stress level? I've dealt with some of these issues, and most recently, due to the amount of stress I'm currently under with school, work, family, I've been having persistent headaches. I have them from mild to actually quite intense for about a month straight, and just realized recently that it was most likely due to stress. My dad had persistent knee problems while working in a very stressful job and had gone to the doctors numerous times, and they couldn't figure out what the problem was. And then about 2 years after he retired, or 2 years ago he retired, and a couple months after that the pain in his knee went away, so we're thinking it was probably stress related. Now that we know the negative effects stress can have on our bodies, minds, and emotions, what can we do to reduce or control it? One of the most important ways to control stress is implement daily relaxation techniques or meditation. According to psychologist Robbie Muller-Hartman, PhD, a Chicago health and wellness coach, research suggests that daily meditation may alter the brain's neural pathways, making you more resilient to stress. Meditation does not need to be anything elaborate or difficult. It can be as simple as taking 10 to 20 minutes out of your day to sit in a quiet area, close your eyes, and focus on positive thoughts. It's a way to clear our minds and body of everything that is going on at the moment, reduce your heart rate, reduce the tension in your muscles by relaxing your body, and focus on a certain word or phrase that might help you calm down. There are two forms of meditation according to the UW Health: concentrative meditation and mindful meditation. Mindful meditation, such as mindfulness-based stress reduction, does not focus on a single purpose. Rather, you're aware of all your thoughts, feelings, sounds, and images that pass through your mind. This type of meditation can be done whenever you're feeling overly stressed in a situation. You can do this at your desk, or if you can escape to the bathroom for a couple minutes while at work or wherever. Just take the time to be aware of your thoughts and to refocus and focus on something more positive. If you're able, it could be helpful to put on some soothing or happy music while you're working, if you're doing something stressful, and that might help to change your focus and just change your thought patterns. Concentrative meditation, such as transcendental meditation, focuses on a single image, sound, or mantra, words spoken or sung in a pattern, or on your breathing. Buddhists often use this form of meditation and may repeat the word Om. But you could say any word or phrase that makes you feel calm. You could focus on a Bible verse or a place that you'd like to be, whatever makes you feel happy and calm. I've also heard that just having a picture of somewhere serene, like on your desk or like a tropical beach or whatever, can help reduce stress levels if you just take a moment to just look at it and concentrate on that versus what you're dealing with at that moment that is stressful. Transcendental meditation, which is a form of concentrated meditation, as mentioned above, is a form of meditation you do twice a day for about 20 minutes while sitting comfortably and with your eyes closed. According to tm.org, the transcendental meditation technique allows your mind to effortlessly settle inward through quieter levels of thought until you transcend the thinking process and experience the most silent and peaceful level of your own awareness. Pure consciousness, your innermost self. This form of meditation has gotten a lot of attention and has been on Good Morning America and endorsed by celebrities such as Ellen DeGeneres and Paul McCartney. Breathing techniques can be included in your time of meditation to get added benefits of your relaxation time. According to Harvard Medical School, deep abdominal breathing encourages full oxygen exchange. That is the beneficial trait of incoming oxygen for outgoing carbon dioxide. And it can slow your heartbeat and lower or stabilize your blood pressure. Both of these are very important in reducing high blood pressure and heart disease. Yoga is another very, very popular form of relaxation that is over 5,000 years old, and its purpose is to bring mind-body union. According to the American Yoga Association, yoga focuses on exercise, breathing, and meditation, and the exercises of yoga are designed to put pressure on the glandular systems of the body, thereby increasing its efficiency and total health. A second very important form of stress reduction is physical activity. Being physically active is one of the most important things you can do for your overall health and wellness. Our bodies are meant to be physically active on a daily basis, and it's recommended that we do about 60 minutes of some type of physical activity each day. Regular physical activity benefits our mind, body, and emotions by making our body stronger, reduces the risk of diseases and cancer, increases our ability to focus on tasks that need to be done, makes us more productive, and increases our overall mood. Physical activity releases certain chemicals and hormones that benefit your body and mind, and one of these is endorphins, which is released by the pituitary gland. Endorphins trigger positive thoughts and can block pain and have similar effects as morphine, which some people refer to as having the runner's high and can get people addicted to working out. A study done by the American Psychologist Society suggests that physical activity before stress actually blunts behavioral depression and immunosuppression produced by stress. This means that sticking with a regular fitness routine will help you deal with stressors better when they become present in your life. The American Heart Association recommends daily exercise as a way to reduce stress because it's known to relieve mental and physical tension, and physically active adults have lower risk of depression and loss of mental functioning. Starting an exercise routine should be talked about with your doctor or other health professional if you've been sedentary for a long time, and should be started slowly so that you decrease your risk of injury. It has been shown time and time again, though, that the benefits of physical activity far outweigh the risk of injury, and this should not be a reason to not start an exercise routine. Getting started is half the battle, and one way to make it easier is to get a workout buddy. That will help keep you motivated, you'll help keep them motivated, and can hold each other accountable to keep doing the activity that you set out to do. This brings me to my final way to reduce stress, which is social interaction. Having a strong social base and social support system is very important in reducing stress. You don't need a lot of people in your life for this to be beneficial, but it's important to have one or two people that you trust and can go talk with when you're dealing with a stressful situation. This is called stress buffering, and current literature suggests that the critical factor in social support operating as a stress buffer is the perception that others, even one reliable source, will provide appropriate aid. That was in a psychology journal by Cohen. I greatly value my friends and the support that we offer each other when we're going through stressful situations. I feel better, they feel better when we can just meet up and talk about what's going on in our day or whatever's bothering us. They don't have to offer any suggestions. Sometimes it's just being able to talk about it and just know that someone's listening and is there for you if you do need something. This last semester has been an extremely stressful one for me, and therefore my goal after this semester is done, which is in a week and a half or so, is to do what I can to reduce the amount of stress that I'm taking. And one thing that I can do that I have control over changing is the amount of my course load that I'm taking. I can't change the amount of work that I do because I have to work 40 hours a week. I can't change the amount of stressors that my kids bring. I have 4 children, so that's something that comes with having kids. So I've decided to not take any more than 2 classes per semester at this point, just so that our family life and my stress level will just be reduced greatly, and our family life will be a lot happier, and I can focus more on the kids rather than having to hide myself away and do homework all the time. One thing that I've not been able to keep up with due to my heavy class load this semester is my normal workout routine, which I usually try to do 4 days a week, consisting of 3 days at the gym and 1 day of yoga. And this has also played a big part in my stress level, as that's my preferred way to reduce stress is to exercise. I'm hoping to get back into that once this next week and a half is done, and that will also help reduce my normal stress level. I hope that each and every one of you understands the importance of reducing the amount of stress in your lives, and I hope that you'll stop and analyze your stress level and try to implement a stress reduction technique. Your overall health and wellness, your school performance, and productivity levels will improve by implementing stress analysis and reduction techniques. Thank you.